This is Political Science for Class 12, and we are starting the second book or part B of this subject. And the first chapter is Challenges of Nation Building. Challenges of nation building means to build, to form a country that is united, where all the people are living all together in a united form. And this was required. Why? Because you know that we were ruled by Britishers for more than over 200 years, and for many years freedom struggle was going on, in which you know that many people, thousands of people, they lost their lives, sacrificed their life for the independence of our country from British rule. And ultimately we were successful, and in 1947, 15th August, we got it, the independence. That is why 15th August is celebrated as our Independence Day. But children, it was not so easy at all to see that day, to get independence. Many people, as I have told you, had sacrificed their lives, and after a great loss, huge loss, we got it. And it was not over yet. After the independence also, India faced many problems, because now the things had to be managed on our own, and it was not so easy. So those difficult things are the challenges, difficulties, critical conditions prevailing in the country that time. Now where to start from? Now everything had to be managed by the people of India only. The administration, to form the government, to unite the people, and that was more difficult because undivided India was now divided. The partition took place, and that was a very painful event that took place in the history of India. That also caused lots and lots of damage, loss of life, property, dignity of the people of both the sides, because the partition took place, as you all know, and you must have done in history also and in the social sciences also. That was done on the basis of two nation theory, supported, propounded by Muslim League, but it was not accepted by Indian leaders, and it was supported by the Britishers also. So two nation theory was on the basis of the community. India has undivided India. We are talking about two people or two communities, main communities of Hindus and Muslims, and they should live in two different states, two different countries separately. That idea seems simple, but practically it was very difficult and complicated and torturous. As you know, people of both the communities were living commonly all together. Everywhere they were living together. There was not any particular area or many areas where only Muslims or only Hindus were living. They all were living happily with each other, like old friends, good, one part of the country only. But now it was a time when they had to be separated. They had to leave that place. Not everywhere in undivided India, but some areas like in west and in east, in Pakistan, in Punjab part and in Bengal part, there were, in non-Muslim area Hindus were living, and in non-Hindus areas Muslims were living. Now they were supposed to go to that area where majority of their community was living. So in this chapter, first chapter is related to such problem only of partition, displacement and rehabilitation. Partition means division, okay, that took place. Then displacement. Displacement means leaving their original place, their home, their property, their land, and moving to unknown, alien, new place. Okay, that is displacement. You know. And the third term is rehabilitation. Now rehabilitation means now to go to new place and settle there in a new way or fresh way, or to restart their life. So it is not so easy at all. So basically, broadly speaking, there were three main challenges. Okay, three main challenges means three main difficulties. First one, idea I have given you, that was to build a nation. To build a nation means to have those people who have the feeling of belongingness, togetherness, and want to be the part of that place as their own, for which they are ready to do anything. Okay, loyalty, togetherness, oneness. That is to build the nation. And this was a challenge, difficulty, because of the reason that I have just told you. Okay, people, they had to move from one area to the other, one area of Pakistan and the other of Hindus, India. Okay, so the first challenge was to shape a nation that was united. Okay, as there were different people speaking. Now we are talking about independent India. Here this is, okay, independent India part we are talking about at this time, at this moment. Now in India also, you know, we are known for unity in diversity now, but in the beginning it was not so. There were areas that were of two types mainly. One type of area was known as British ruled areas, and the other areas known as princely states. Princely states means those areas that were ruled by their rulers. In some part of our country, they were known as Nizams, Sultans, Nawabs, Kings, Samrat, Maharaja, etc. And they were ruling in their own way, like kings, rulers. And the other rest of the part, that was British India, you can say. They were under the rule of or administered by the Britishers only. So now that was a challenge, how to make all these areas one. In a sense, how to convince these rulers so that they also leave their kingship and become the part of India. Okay, merge with India as a part of India. So that was the first challenge, to unite the nation. In detail, we will study about this. It is just the introductory part of the chapter, and this is discussed in detail in the first chapter, how to unite India. Second challenge was to establish democracy in India. Second challenge after independence. Okay, second challenge was now how to rule, how to run the country, how to manage, how to administer such a vast area. Earlier it was all administered by the Britishers. Now the government is to be formed. The rules, regulations, terms, conditions, constitution, and you all know constitution was ready by that time. No? And that was to be implemented, and it was implemented finally in the year 1950. Okay, but the preparations were going on long before that only, because we were confident that sooner or later we are going to achieve independence from Britishers. So now that was the time now to practically do this work, to form the government. The second was to establish democracy, and you all know democracy is a form of government in which the people have the right to form their government. They have the political rights, they have the right to take part in the elections, to be the part of the government, to elect and to be elected. Okay, irrespective of their caste, culture, creed, language, region, status, etc. Alright, but they have to be the person living or people living in that area. So second challenge, second great difficulty was to how to form the government, and that too a democratic government in which many people would take part in the election, and that was to take place in India for the first time, and that will also be studied in the later part of this book or next chapter. And the third challenge, now after establishing the democratic government, the third difficult challenge was to ensure the development and the well-being of all the people. All right, again here also, irrespective of their caste, culture, religion, etc. So these are the main three challenges, broadly categorizing out of many difficulties, but these were the main difficult situations, you can say. So the first one, to unite the nation. Second one, to establish democracy. And the third one, to develop the nation and to ensure the well-being of all the people. Okay, and after that we come to the next topic, and that is again here, though I have told you about this, partition, displacement and rehabilitation. Okay, and I'll continue this. So rehabilitation is again related to the resettling in different area unknown to you. Okay, so here for this, many people from certain areas, especially those areas where the community of the same religion was not there, they had to leave that. Although it was given a choice, it was up to them whether to go or not to go. It was not compulsory for all, but obviously people would choose that area where the people of their own community are more in number. But there were certain areas where minorities were also living, like in Bengal, in Punjab, there were people living there, but they were in less number. So they faced lot of problem because they were not knowing also what to do. Certain areas were not sure that what are they supposed to do. Okay, especially in Punjab and in Bengal. Right. So now this is about the main introductory part of the challenges of nation building, and in detail we will do in the next lectures. Thank you.